Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, L0ÇKĐ0WN, depending on your location. Happy Sunday. Today is Orie Market. I bring you the update. We will resist any attempt to import Biafra agenda on Lagos. That's according to Gani Adams. Now, following the statement that was credited to the Biafra Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Simon Ekpa, that there will be a sit-at-home in Lagos after the 2-week sit-at-home he has declared already that will take place in the southeast from 31st July to 14th August. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa has been quoted that, look, he has said that after that sit-at-home in the southeast 2 weeks sit-at-home, that the Lagos sit-at-home will commence in earnest. Ekpa was quoted in a tweet whereby he said, I quote, Biafrans in Lagos should get ready to be part of the demand to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are coming to Lagos after the 2-week long sit-at-home. It is time to show your solidarity to this call for justice. Biafrans in Lagos will lock down. The consultation will start soon. End of quote. Now that is the statement being credited to Mazi Ekpa. Now Gani Adams is responding to it. And he said, look, that the Biafrans are not welcomed in Lagos to do any lockdown. He said any attempt to import such agenda on Lagos will be vehemently resisted. In his statement, let me quote part of the statement of Gani Adams. Yes, let me quote it now. I quote, I can't go to the southeast now and say I want to decide for the people of that region. So it is not possible to import Southeast agenda into Yoruba land. It will be counterproductive. We advise him, Ekpa, to drop that idea. He should not try that. The Southwest is not Biafra Republic. Any attempt to impose Biafra Republic agenda will be resisted. He should desist from repeating the mistake of the 1970s. He should be very, very careful. They are entitled to their own opinion, but Southwest is not their Biafran region. He should not come and impose his own agenda on the Southwest. It is uncalled for, it is unwarranted. Although I don't know him and I have not spoken to him, he should not bring unnecessary tension to Yoruba land. We will not accept that. End of quote. Now that's the Gani Adams saying that the sit-at-home is only in the southeast. The Biafran agitators should not bring it to southwest. Any of the southwestern states, they are not into Biafra Republic. And now, let us face this issue squarely now. What is the point he's making? That people will not sit at home in their own place, that's their place of residence, where they are paying taxes, they are earning a living. After all, it is their own, by their own sweat, they are earning a living, or they ache a living, because in Nigeria you don't earn, you ache the living out before you can eat. So as they are struggling and suffering and aching their own living out in any part of the contraption, I think they're supposed to have that freedom of choice and decision to stay any day they want to stay and go to work any day they want to go to work, provided it is within the ambit of the law, though the country is lawless. But in this case, nobody has, provoked or violated the law by sitting at home. Even in Lagos, you can decide to sit at home in any part of the country you like. In Europe, you can say, I want to stay at home today as Biafrans, as Jews. Yes, you can stay in Africa, any part of Africa, and say, as an European, we're staying at home today, maybe for to give honor to our heroes or to celebrate one thing or the other. So because you are in another man's country, it doesn't mean that you wouldn't have your freedom of decision and choice in this regard. But this time around, they say we are one Nigeria and it's one country. So people will not exercise their freedom any longer by deciding to say, oh, today is, after all, in the southwestern states, before this June 12th was adopted as a democracy day by this president that left, the jihadist, the Yoruba states, or the southwestern states, 6 of them, almost 5 of them, commemorate the holiday, or they give holiday, if you like. You call it sit at home, they're the same. Holiday and sit at home are the same. It's because of the nomenclature that's deceiving people. So Southwestern State will give holiday, yes, for people, so that to commemorate the June 12th, before Buhari put it into the Democracy Day. So people at their own liberty to say, today we want to stay at home to celebrate, commemorate, protest. Yes. There's no law that incriminates such action or criminalizes it either. So people are free, they are liberty, they have the freedom to stay at home in any part of the contraption. So there's nothing like, oh, they're importing Biafra in Yoruba land. It has not gotten to that point. When the time comes, we will know whether Biafra is being imported to southwestern states. But for now, we are talking about the civil disobedience. In any part of the country, it is allowed for people to make civil disobedience. We have made the point clear. Yes, that even as a Jew, you can stay in any part of Europe and say, we are staying at home today to commemorate the Holocaust. So it's not something that people will raise an eyebrow and say, we'll resist, we'll stop, we will fight, we will war. It is not something of war. It has not gotten to the point of war and threatening showdown. People just merely say they will stay at home because they are Igbos, they are Biafrans. Anything that touches the Biafra land touches them, no matter where they are. Yes, most of these people have their investments in Southeast. Those people residing in Lagos, their relatives are in the Southeast, their parents, their phobias. Okay? They have their ancestral homes in the Southeast. Some of them are even building mansions there as we are speaking, bringing back and the investments and everything to the Southeast. So it is of interest to them, anything that happens to the zone. So now they have realized that the sit at home is being pushed up by the refusal of the government to release Nnamdi Kanu. So if they join to sit at home to register their own protest, yes, it's not something bad. There's nothing you can do against those people now. Anything you try is against the law. So they should be allowed to sit at home in Lagos. So what we are saying is this: Igbos, Biafrans who are in Lagos, if you want to sit at home in Lagos, you are free. It's your shop. You can lock it up and stay and say, for 24 hours, I will not go to shop. I'm praying. I'm having a moment of reflection. I want to have a sobriety. I want to stay in closed doors and pray and offer supplication or thanksgiving. Yes. So there's nothing wrong with that. So Gani Adams should know